back to Anime Beyond. Today we're going to react to episode 62 and 63 of Dragon Quest.
A double feature.
In the last episode, we just saw a recap of Yvonne. You know, Yvonne was a person who was humble, learned that he was friends with Roka, and he thought that he was an idiot. And honestly, it was interesting because it seems like he wanted to be a cook the whole time.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't know, it's kind of hard to determine whether that's true or not, because he could have just been doing that just to, you know, plan his next attack. Because we see later on in that episode, he shoots a gun, and it shoots like poison. So was he making poison the whole time? Like
Did the knowledge of plants that help him being able to discover what tastes good, but also what will hurt the enemy? Yeah,
exactly. So he was very knowledgeable, very, you know, help me out.
Tactical.
Yeah, there you go. We see we were talking about kind of like the difference between Yvonne back then versus Dai and the heroes now. They're obviously much stronger. They could totally wipe the floor with Yvonne. Rest in peace, Yvonne. But either way, we're gonna get right into this because we don't want to waste any more time. So we're gonna get right into it. Let's get it.
That's
the Cave of Trials.
This is how Leona becomes a student of Yvonne.
Yeah, Leona. Nice. Well, they're the ones responsible for that, right? They can give as much as...
Whoa! So this is really like a game.
Yeah.
The stronger you get, the more powerful magic you can get.
Oh!
This is like... Nah, I'm not gonna say it.
It's like a Triforce type thing. On Kingdom Hearts, you need 3 people to do the attack.
This is the world. The world is at risk, Dai.
Yeah. Should know that, Dai. Yep. That's true.
Yeah, Mam's been fighting in their party the whole time, and Amy's like,
yeah.
Everybody's gonna volunteer.
Oh.
What if she becomes a disciple of Yvonne too?
Yeah, seriously. Like, when does she become important? I mean, she is important, but
they really haven't utilized her that much.
Yeah, she really hasn't.
Oh, she thinks it's to go with her.
Hey.
Teach Dai how to yes, do that aura sword.
Oh, I forgot about. Doesn't she still like Hyunko? Oh.
The rainbow thing. Everybody's gonna have a different color.
Yeah. At first I thought you were talking about the Yvonne Sledge.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Healing. That's kind of synonymous. All right, yeah. I wonder if that gives them more strength, does it?
Wait, what'd you say?
I said, I wonder if that gives them more strength.
Oh.
When they have that, like, realization. Think of Dai. Or think of Yvonne.
Now he's doubting himself.
I feel like it's like a reverse now. Dai was like depressed, now he's like all depressed.
Maybe Mame had to think of who she was worried about because she's a loving person. He has to do something different.
Yeah. No, Popp. Because that would mean Dai's not worthy either. Dang.
Yo.
Sheesh. Yeah, I better book it.
救出に向かうための準備や回復に10時間と見てるから探索に使える時間は20時間
A little less time because you gotta rest. Oh, slimes!
Oh.
Popp would have had it. I mean, Dai would have had a good time down here. Oh, the
Whoa,
basics.
Oh, basics. Gomi-chan though.
What if he came from here?
That's what.
Is that what?
Man, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Because well, I'm thinking combination of Kaglimmer and slimes. I don't know. Do they have some significance? I don't know.
It could. What if you need them to go further?
Ooh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Where did he get his sword from? Yeah, he should envision whoever his training partner is Vern. Except don't kill him, obviously. Ooh.
Yeah, but it's different. He wasn't carrying. You got it. Come on.
Yeah.
Popp. You got it in there. You can realize it. Wow, that's so quick.
I know. You could do on the flip.
In the games, is there something normally good in there?
Yeah.
Okay. There's that color.
Ooh. Is he stopping it? Kind of. What?
Isn't
Oh.
that's what he Uncle Master too, right?
Oh, did he?
Because he's been using the break type all.
それぞれのタイプには一長一短がある。アロータイプは速射性があるが威力が高い。ブレイクタイプは破壊力が大きくスピードもあるが一発を繰り出すまでに時間がかかる。
Okay.
戦闘時にはこの2種のストラッシュを状況に応じて使い分ける技術と判断
You could use one to throw him off and then charge the other.
That's true.
Maybe if he had two swords, he'd be like, ah.
そう恥じることもないさ。いいかい？僕はオーラブレードの
Okay, he's gonna teach him. Alright, cool, cool, cool.
ストラッシュとは違うが陶器を飛ばしてぶつけることができる。 見たろ
That's pretty good.
が得意な僕でもその陶器を狙ったところに当てることや
Oh, I thought he was trying to miss it first.
全陶器を爆発させることは難しいんだ
I'll say, so they're going to be learning together, kind of.
君がそんなに早くアバンス
He's going to work on his aim. He's going to work on
思わな
mastering that technique.
出てたらこのアバンの書をマトリフさんからもらった
You don't know how to read, bro?
知っていたはずなんだよね
He was on an island of monsters.
そいつは君のせいか
That's true.
だからこそ
だね
Okay, so man's going to be the only one fighting. It looks like.
もうレオナうかつに宝箱開けないでって何回言わせるのなんかつい見かけて開け
She's kind of like Die at this point.
Yeah.
レオナってとは言ってももうじき10時間
Dang.
まだ地下18階
They gotta go 25, right?
Yeah.
時間も考えないといけない
20. Yeah, 25.
こんなに各階の攻略に時間がかかるなんてあレオナ姫待ってください
Oh, she senses something.
またはい戻って
Interesting.
はい次からそういうことはすぐ言ってはい
That's true. She has a knack of. Can they use Zoom?
None of the ones I see there, I don't think know it. Unless the
Oh.
princess or the queen does.
Oh, they're stuck now. Or it looks like they might be.
Their clock broke.
Interesting.
We mentioned it while the episode was going on, but the rainbow thing that we've seen at the beginning, we kind of assumed was them, but now we're understanding what that color is.
Yeah.
And I just don't know how powerful that thing is going to be. It reminded me of the Super Saiyan God when they had to. Is that what you're thinking of?
Yes!
I almost said it throughout the episode, but I'm like, I don't want to say it again. It reminds me of Dragon Ball.
Now,
Well, that's kind of the same thing.
Now, the first time I saw that, I was thinking Dragon Balls. Like, I was like, okay, there's because there were 6 of them, right?
Gotcha.
But I mean, of course, they were missing one. But still, like, you have all these things, and it's in a,
Pentagon
Yeah,
shape.
pentagon shape.
Yeah.
So, the only other explanation was like a ceremony or something. Of
Yeah.
some sort. So, it's interesting seeing like how every person has their own way of, I guess, activating it.
Mm-hmm.
And Popp right now is trying to figure out how to activate it. I think most of everybody's already kind of figured it out.
I think he's definitely assuming that Leona's gonna get it. Dai, it looks like we saw his. Hyunko, he's probably assuming he's like a genius, so he's gonna get it.
Yeah.
I think he's his courage. I don't know if that's what green represents.
Oh,
Is that what green represents?
I don't know. You know what? Let's get into this. Let's get into this.
Green,
Healing?
nature, healing, freshness, quality. Blue is trust, peace,
Loyalty.
Loyalty, yeah. I don't know what the other colors were, but if we're looking at green, healing, freshness, quality. I mean, what have we seen him do so far? He's kind of been a leader in and you know who else? Mr. Vern and Kilvern were all like, we got to get rid of this guy because you're dangerous because of how you inspire your team.
Yep.
So I guess if we think of quality or healing or freshness, maybe it's he's the mentality of the team. With those, I'm gonna take it as kind of what you're saying, like the encourager of the team, because he's got to encourage himself right now.
Yeah.
And that's what once he encourages himself, I think that's when it'll glow.
Oh yeah.
Because it's easier, not easy, but it's easier to encourage someone else to overcome their struggles than it is to actually do that in your own life.
You know
That's
what?
Like a true test.
I have a feeling I know how it might activate.
Show us.
Remember that scene where he died and he was with Gomi-chan?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, Gomi-chan was kind of telling him, you're fake. He was like, you're gonna just let die. He was like, okay, whatever. That's the type of person you are. I now I know who you truly are. And he was like, are you kidding me? You dumb, you little blob, whatever. He was like, I'm gonna fight for die. And then he like throws up his fist and then he like says die or something. And then he hits a blast. But from the afterlife though. So
From the afterlife.
yeah, so maybe that's it. Maybe you might see something like that will help him. Maybe that will still be in his memory.
Yeah.
And help activate that. I don't know.
I like that idea. Yeah, I like the fact that he's just like gonna be vocalizing. You know what? This is how I feel. And blah, and
Yeah,
go for it.
just go for it.
I think that'll be cool. Do you think his will shine the brightest at everybody's?
Maybe.
Names lit up a room. Dai's was under a shirt, so you couldn't really see it, but it grew.
Maybe his will. Maybe the five of them, when they glow, they will, kind of glow, but it won't be as bright. And then when the 6 glow, it will be like boom, all of them glow like really bright. So maybe his. You know what? I kind of want his to be the last one to glow, because that will kind of be a testament to his influence in this group. So I mean that would be cool.
I got a good question for you. First I have to clarification before we go into it. What was Hadler's legions called? Was it the Dark Army?
Yeah.
What was their?
Basically the Dark Army.
The Legion Commanders. That's what it was called.
NANI?
The Legion, like Beast King and.
Oh, they were Legion Commanders.
Okay,
yes.
Do you think that the Legion Commanders were like the false or fake version of what these guys are?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's got to be something like powerful about this.
Yeah, because, and you know what? That's a good point. You mentioned that they might have something maybe similar to that, but maybe on because
they were on a pentagon too, and that made that dragon face.
Yeah. But I remember they did a ceremony once with Flazzard, and it was to get the chain. Remember that? And they all had to put their hand in, and whoever that came out with it got the prize that King Vern was gifting them with, and he was the one that brought it out. So maybe there's I don't know, but to be honest, I don't even think Vern needs that. If that is something that they have in their arsenal, I don't even think he needs that, because I don't even think he was at full power when he was fighting Dai.
I doubt that.
So I mean, just imagine if he, like we talked about before, if he turned into like a dragon, if he had a transformation kind of like Avon but on a grander scale. I mean, think about it. Like Avon was barely, not even really able to handle Hadler, and Hadler's significantly more stronger than that. And supposedly, if Vern is barely trying with him, or on the same level as Hadler was when he was out of energy.
Yes.
Just think of it how he would be if he was at full power right at the gate, bro.
Because at the beginning, he was like a cat playing with his food, playing with the mouse, just knocking it back and forth until he got angry.
Yeah.
So another thing is, if we look at different attacks, and I think I've seen it with Avon, I think I've seen it with Popp as well, but mainly with Dai, how when he attacks and you see it's white, but it's got a mixture of different colors. So I think that what we see in the Pentagon, that like the love, the whatever that's gonna be courage and all these things, they all have it, but one of them's the strongest. And so I do think that clear attack is what these will all form, that clear light, and that's like the strongest form of attack, I think. Because we've seen it with Dai, and it seems like that's one of the strongest forms of his attacks.
Yeah.
And so I think maybe the color closest to white is the strongest, and the gold's not super close to white, but it sparkles.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So you think it had something to do with Gomi-chan then?
Well, I was thinking because of the Dark Lord, his
aura is gold.
His aura is gold, yeah.
But then again, we have Nova. His thing is gold, kind of gold, and then Gomi-chan is like sparkly gold. So I mean, he's had some significance. We know Gomi-chan does. Yeah. We gotta get our Gomi-chan theory once a video. But
yeah, I like him.
But I am wondering, what if their idea to defeat Vern is to use an attack like with all 6 of the insignia, and they come up with like one final attack that kind of like just kind of thinking like Dragon Ball Z, like a beam struggle, and it's like all 6 of them are blasting Vern, and defeats him that way. I feel like that's a possibility.
It is, because at the rate they're going, they might not make it.
Yeah.
They're in back to get back to Pokemon.
Yeah. See, and I don't know if Fiona or Flora or Fiona or any of them know Zoom, or they know. She knows. What's it? It's Escape.
The Escape, but they said it wouldn't work.
It wouldn't work until they cast Glimmer. So, I mean, Zoom will work. Maybe, I don't know. I don't even know if magic. They haven't used magic yet. in that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm surprised they're not there yet, because each time we see Ma'am, she hasn't used that like refraction fist once.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, elbow, a fist of justice, or ninja, whatever it is. Now, do you think a Gomi-chan type slime is gonna be there?
Dude, I hope so. Dude, Gomi-chan really should have went. Where's Gomi-chan at? Where's Gomi-chan? What do you think Gomi-chan?
When the world needed him most.
Yeah,
he disappeared.
Looking forward to seeing though more of Dai in their training.
Yeah, I like
and
that.
because Nova is teaching him about the sword and the slash and all that stuff. That was clean. But also, of course, you know, Popp, I guess, finding himself, because he's having a crisis, kind of sort of similar to, you know, Dai was before. And then obviously the ladies getting out the cave, getting Kaglimmer or not, but at least surviving, and also seeing Mr. because I'm still curious about him. I don't know if he's the Judas amongst the team of Vern, but I mean I'm thinking he might be kind of salty about seeing what Vern did. You know, I don't know enough. He's still so mysterious. I don't know enough. I don't know if he's the one in control.
He's so mysterious. It's in his name.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to everything you just said, and also one thing I've been annoyed with this as long as we've known Merle is that she's not really been involved so much, and we see here her ability to know what's going to happen before it happens. If you look at the Dark Lord, he's kind of like that. He kind of knows what's going to happen before it happens. So I think if she could link up telepathically with all of them and be able to predict, be more not reactive, be more proactive, like Leona was telling her. You got to tell us right away. We need to know this. If she's able to do that, link up with them in battle, kind of similar to what we saw with Naruto. Well, that's not the same because she's predicting the future. She can see the future. That will be a huge advantage on the battlefield.
Yeah, I think, you know what, maybe Popp might help into that, because she, you know, Popp is good at speeches. You know, he helped Dai. He could probably help Merle with that. So hopefully she overcomes that. Also, lastly, looking forward to Hyunkel and Crocodile. I want to see what's going to happen with them. Obviously, Mr. Vern, he was playing something with Hyunkel, or I'm assuming he told him to drink that little dark energy. I don't know. Obviously, Hyunkel's planning something at least. So, and he's asking Crocodile to trust him. So, waiting to see what that's all about. So, there's a lot to look forward to, y'all. A lot to look forward to. The Sacred Inheritance.
Ooh. Is it the crest from Mr. Baron? Oh wait, this is still Yvonne.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
you thought this is like Indiana Jones.
Hopefully, like you said, Merle actually said stuff before it happened.
Yes.
Bro, what?
レオナ、あと10時間以内に必ず上へ戻れる方法が見つかるとは限りません。
You're right about that.
ミナカトールを手に入れ、私たちはこれから打倒バーンと
That's actually what I was thinking.
起こそうとしているのです。
You gotta put all the chips in.
奇跡ぐらい簡単に起こせなくてどうしますか?
Come on, she's acting like Dai, inspiring people.
Merle, you guys tell him.
Hey, those guys are in here?
相手をしている暇はないわね。行くわよ、みんな。
Alright. Maybe it is a good.
私の目に狂いはなかったわ。あなたの言葉には全ての人に自信を与える
Like Dai.
強さがある。あと10時間。必ずミナカトールを手に入れましょう。
This feels like the end of an episode.
That does. Oh, he said, "Get that crap out of here."
かなり連射ができるようになったじゃないか。
でもこれじゃバーンのカイザーフェニックスに対抗できそうにないや。
Yeah, that's true.
あの時
That thing is huge.
奴の呪文をぶち抜いたのはブレイクタイプのストラッシュだった。
That
Oh, that's right. He won't be able to. I totally forgot about that. Actually, anything he does in this Rukana Quarter is gonna.
Is he somehow gonna combine them?
A new attack.
What if he sends his own Phoenix back?
Ooh.
Third type?
Cross? Maybe he's gonna do a cross or something?
Is he just gonna do the break while he's flying in that way? So it's like. Crack. Yes! Oh, that's clean. That is clean. Oh! That's like Saitama when he punches at Genos?
Yeah.
He's like, if my timing is right, you'd be dead. What was the difference though? I didn't really notice.
That's what I was looking for. That it looked like they wouldn't show us, man. They want to save it for when the battle happens.
Because the break is when you just attack with a sword, and an arrow type is when it flies, right?
Yeah.
This kind of reminds me of the Dragon Knight Temple.
Kind of.
It's probably just the same design, because same area.
Oh, there it is. Do they need a fifth? Is that where?
That's you're right. Oh, that's right. For the Kaglimmer spell, they said they needed 5.
Where is Popp? Unless they brought 2.
But she just has to learn it. Maybe if with 5 it's at its maximum power, but they can do it with 4, or she can do it by herself maybe right now.
Yeah, or yeah, maybe. She says, "I believe in you, daughter." Oh, I knew it was gonna be those people.
Dude, man, take him out easily. What?
I wonder. Well, if she used her spell, she could probably do something, but I don't know if she can.
You think she's saving it?
Well, I don't know if, like, in that place, I don't know if it's if magic's able to be used.
I see what you're saying.
I mean, it might be. Oh, okay, but now.
That's a lot of them.
Oh.
I wonder if Dai's island that he grew up on connects to the underworld.
Maybe. They need to go back to that. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Dang, Mam's taking them all on by herself.
Dang, she's going ham.
The other two, the queen was like, "Hey, we'll take this Princess Leona." It's like, it's just Mam. I think that passed the test. Oh, so her light.
She's just as. Is this some Sailor Moon?
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, they just gonna dip out of there?
Oh.
Oh, so is it like a one-time thing? You only cast Kaglimmer once?
No, I don't think so.
Or now
Because
she has Kaglimmer?
I think she has it, yeah. I think Kaglimmer was to like purify the malice in there so that way they could get out. Because there's something blocking them from being able to use the evac spell.
Yeah.
May. Alright. Popp always putting in the work, man.
Dang. How many did he use? What the? What? Is he punishing himself? Oh, he's trying to get more stronger? Why is he punishing himself?
He did say that, yeah. Oh, he's trying to get it to light up. I forgot about that.
Dang, he's punishing himself to try to get that activated?
Well, because one of them was out of fear, wasn't it? It lit up out of fear? No, none of them lit up out of fear.
Oh, this is kind of what he showed in the intro. Remember where he showed him he was sad?
I'm feeling a flashback.
I'm feeling it. Or no. That boy dipped. Oh, he's still alive.
Dude.
It's crazy. He's still alive.
息子なんだ。最後の最後で越えられない一線が来ちまった。それだけの話かもしれねえんだ。でもよ、せめてみんなにだけは迷惑をかけたくねえんだ。俺もどうしたらいいんだか分からなくなって。気がついたらここに来てたんだ。
すまねえ。なんか妙に嬉しくってな。
嬉しい。
じゃあもうお前は俺より上かもしれねえ。俺にマトリフの印とかいうのがあったらとっくにくれてやってるところだ。
Oh, hey.
おっと。
すまなかった師匠。甘ったれちまって。自分でなんとかするよ。
待ちな。そのまま聞け。これが俺からの最後のアドバイスだ。
最後の。
自分を信じろ。
自分を信じろ。
We knew that's what he needed.
お前が全てに恵まれたやつならここまでにはなれなかった。弱っちい武器屋の息子だからこそ誰よりもアバンに憧れ苦闘の道も歯を食いしばってこれたんだ。自信を持て。
Confidence, maybe that's what it is.
俺の自慢の弟子だ。
Once he was getting close to finishing up his training with Yvonne, with Dai, wasn't he more confident?
Yeah.
Because he started competing with Dai a little bit.
Yeah.
This guy.
それを乗り越えちまったら、もうお前は俺の手の届かないところへ行っちまうんだろうな。
That's wisdom, man. He wasn't even trying to give good advice, and he said it.
Yeah.
He was like, if I had an insignia, I'd have given it to you.
大破者呪文ミナカトールを手に入れました。パレスに勇者たちを送り込みます。
姫さんたち無事に帰って。
Dai needs to probably talk to him.
やったねレオナ。結構楽勝だったわよ。ねみんな。
Yeah.
これでその奇跡石もきっとレオナ姫のためのアバンの印として輝きを放つでしょう。はい。
pink. No. Man's pink.
王家の
それはそうと大君。そっ
These
ちの
kids
修
are
行はうまく
prodigy.
いってるの？
うまくいってるも何も新しい必殺技
Yeah.
を簡単に編み出して
Gotta go back to Lomberg.
すごいじゃない
He's there probably.
Yeah.
He's just
あ
waiting.
とはドラゴニックオーラを
He's
使わ
like
せ
he's probably like the guy from Demon Slayer. So you keep breaking my sword.
ダイの剣があればね。
Oh, hey, this is some racism right here.
なんですって？
Yes.
Oh, he would have whooped them all anyways.
Yeah.
その人は敵じゃないよ。
ここに張り合ったらまずお前らじゃ勝ち目がないだからこうしてわざわざ
He can talk to the swords?
あなた
Well, they
たち
said they do have
よく
sword,
ここが分かっ
souls.
たわね。
こいつに聞いたのさ
まさかそれは。
Dude, that is awesome, bro. I'm sorry, that's just dope.
こいつは俺の元へ来てたのだヒュンケルの鎧
They were
Oh.
seeking to grow stronger?
この武器たちは
I kind of like that.
始まる戦いのためより強い力を求めて俺の元に
Ah.
だから俺も答える
It looks a
Ah.
little different.
That's kind of fire, though.
Yeah.
That's kind of fire.
It looks like a dragonite swords now.
That's kind of fire.
これが
Now
あな
where's
た
the
に蘇
spear?
った大の剣だ
Ooh.
Let's go.
出てくれ。俺の剣よ。
Woo, that thing is wider.
So he can wield it whenever he wants now?
I think
Usually
so.
it just came out during battle. I mean, it is linked to him, so
Maybe the sword was a little too prideful.
maybe. And he fixed it.
We all got that
And
pride.
we all got that
If
little
it's got
pride.
that soul too, it probably had that pride too. And then once it got wrecked, it's like,
Yeah.
nah, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, he's like, I need a sensu bean, Lombard.
Yeah. This has been the moment I've been waiting for a while. Lon Burt has finally showed up. And not only that, he showed up with reinforcements. When he said the swords and the spear came to him and said, I want to be stronger, I want to seek more power, the soul thing is real
I
simple.
like that.
I don't really understand it fully.
I don't either, but it's
It's
I
so
like
cool.
it.
It's so cool. And it's the sword's wider, and then it listened to die this time. It's almost as if we were kind of mentioning, like even the sword got humbled, like realizing not only is there stronger people out there, maybe there's a stronger weapon out
Yeah,
there too.
it's like we gotta work together for this one.
Which is really cool because it did say, the sword is like kind of one. They kind of become one with you and they're a partner, and so
Right.
it's almost like they're understanding each other now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because Dai told him like immediately reveal yourself. And he's like, boom.
Yes.
You ain't gotta tell me twice.
Blomberg told him to ask, and he
Yeah.
didn't ask.
Yeah.
He
He was like, I got you,
Yeah.
got you, my dude. We in this together. But I'm interested to see. Lombard said that he can't defeat Vern as he is now.
Yeah.
So is that included? Is the sword included? The new sword that he created, or is he talking about just his current like abilities, his strength right now?
I wonder if he was talking about current strength, because then he said he had the sword.
Yeah.
So I think he was talking about like
Maybe now you'll stand a chance.
yeah, he's like now with my weapons, and
Yeah.
then that they're buffed up.
Yeah.
And the cool thing he mentioned is that the newly reborn sort of Dai. That's what it is. And we kind of saw Dai get reborn when the dragon gave him his life back.
Right.
And he came back. So it's kind of like they both are reborn, and
Yeah.
they both have new purpose and a new, no, not really a new goal, same goal.
Same goal, yeah.
But a new, not passion. What's the word I'm looking for?
A new passion.
Y'all probably know what I'm talking about. Maybe I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Now, Lombard did mention that Vern, he created Vern's power of ecstasy, the weapon. And Dai was asking him, like, is this true? And like you were saying earlier, maybe he created the sword to combat against that, of course, him and Hyunko. But do you think that will even happen again? Do you, in other words, we did see Mr. Vern talk to Hyunko about him giving the cup with the power. So, do you think if Hyunko does take it, say supposedly takes it, and maybe they have some type of alliance and agreement, maybe that, do you think they don't even need that sword? Because here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if it's true, what I'm thinking about behind the scenes, that Mr. Vern is plotting something against Vern and secretly working with Hyunko and them, but he needs like Hyunko specifically. He's like the key to making this work. What if he's plotting something to maybe power down Vern and power up Hyunko?
Interesting.
I don't know.
I don't know if even if he gets that cup, if he were to take it, which I don't think he will.
He said he'd think about it.
Yeah, I know he did, but last time he tried to use the dark power against Mr. Vern, he wasn't strong anymore because that hate isn't what's powering him anymore.
Well, what if he combines it though?
You know, he could. I don't know if he will though, because Mam also hated it.
Right.
You know, and Mam was like, he was kind of.
What if he makes it?
What
if he makes it new though? Like makes a new thing out of it. It's like
he could hate injustice.
Yeah. No, but what if it's like almost like righteous hatred?
Righteous hatred.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the color of it, the power, definitely has something to do with it, because when he's not doing that, what he used to do, it was white, and when he did go back to his old training, it was purple. I think there's a difference, because it's not. I don't know if it's like a yin and yang of this power, or if it's two different powers.
Yeah.
But my gut tells me most likely he won't take it, and most likely he'll use the spear. Maybe he'll just work on. I mean, the attack he had where he was gonna just take the hit.
Oh yeah,
that
that's
was
right.
pretty
I forgot.
powerful.
He didn't even use that actually.
Well, he didn't use it towards. Well, he did use it
to Vern,
but then. Oh, he didn't use it towards Vern. You're
Yeah.
correct. Yeah. But he used it towards
Baron. He didn't use it towards the Baron.
He was going to.
Yeah.
But then they got attacked by the
Oh,
queen.
yeah, the queen.
And so he got attacked from Baron. So he used it against the queen, but still got attacked himself. So I think that might come in handy, because I don't think really got to see its true power in a one-on-one.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be pretty. With the new spear, I think it's probably going to be pretty good.
Yeah. I totally forgot about that counter. That's kind of OP. I like that. But okay, we also see Dai. He got his new ability, which we didn't get to see, which I'm a little. But I'm just interested to see what. What do you think that new technique is? All we saw, you know how they do. You know, they show a move, and you just see we saw the after damage of it. But what do you think is different about it? Because like I said, it looked like kind of like a regular advanced stretch.
Yeah.
But I was thinking it was something like a cross thing, like kind of like what
Hyunko?
Like what Hyunko did, kind of like that. And he did like.
You know what? That's kind of similar to what I was just thinking about, but I wasn't exactly thinking of it like a cross. But that makes sense. I was thinking of it more like he goes with the power of the break, but then when he gets there, he uses it like the arrow. So that's why the slash was behind him. But also what you're going with, if he's able to use the other person's weapon against them to form that cross, now that's almost like a similar thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm leaning toward what we're both saying.
And that's another thing. Hyunko does have that in his arsenal too.
He does.
So
I feel like that uses a lot of life.
That does use some life force.
And maybe that's what Dai's finally discovered.
Oh, maybe
he's using life force.
Maybe. And if he combines that with his draconic aura,
watch out.
Hey, I'm just saying, man, it could be a little dangerous right there.
I love that whole interaction between him and Nova. And Nova's like, man, I don't know why I was trying to compete with you. Yeah, that doesn't go anywhere. Bro. And then you go back to Popp, and I forgot that he was struggling with that doubt that he has, which we were kind of saying last time. I was like, just get some confidence. Yeah. It's all about, like, for this whole time, you from the beginning, you started believing in yourself, and this is when you really, truly started, like, blossoming as a, what's his position again? Mage.
Yeah, mage, yeah.
Yeah, and it was so cool to hear him go back to his master and tell him the same things without even knowing what the problem was. He's like, man, I would have given you insignia. You need to have more confidence, believe in yourself, and that's what Pops. He's been, again, like we've said. Mr. Vern said it. I think even Kilvern and probably No, I don't think Hadler was there. But they were like, yeah, you're like the glue of the group. It's like you're the one we gotta take you out first.
Yeah.
So that way everybody else will start doubting themselves. If he wasn't there now, Dai would have ever recovered.
Exactly.
So, and even Man was getting depressed too, and he's already helping.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what it always happens. That's what happens to people who are like the bread and butter of the group, because like they always think about other people but never take care of themselves. And so this is the time that he needs to take to really kind of take care of himself and understand, like, maybe he needs to, like I said earlier, he needs to talk to Dai. He talked to Dai out of his situation. Maybe Dai could talk him out of his situation, because they're like brothers.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, they know each other they've been around each other to know that a lot of the stuff that they go through is, well, one, very similar, and two, it's very relatable. They both kind of internally both understand what each other's going through, low key, and so it's just a matter of him expressing that. Obviously, like, Matoriv was saying, he needs to kind of be the one that figures out himself, and Popp knows that. But at the same time, sometimes you just need, I guess, a little spark, so to speak.
Yeah.
And sometimes that can come from one of the people you need to talk to most, which is probably, in this sense, Dai.
And once you get sucked into that mindset of like, oh, I don't deserve anything, or I'm not like these people, it's hard to get out of it.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it was super helpful and smart for him, wise, to go to Matoriv and to talk to him. Now, have you ever seen Gurren Lagann?
I've seen a little bit of it.
Okay, the main character, he lacks people believing in him. And so his brother, which is not really his brother, but it's kind of brother, I don't think it's really his blood brother. Either way, he's like, believe in the Simone that I believe in. And so that's what I feel like they need to say to him. Like, you don't have to believe in yourself. That's fine. Just believe in the Popp that we believe in.
Yeah.
And I feel like he will go to them and say, guys, like you're saying, whether it's just him and Mam or the whole group, and like, I don't think I'm worthy. And then be like, oh, we don't know why you would think that.
Yeah.
Like, there's a scene, and I'm sorry, I have to bring up One Piece. There's a scene in One Piece where one of the main characters, Sanji, he's hearing somebody in his family like talk down on him, and he's like, Luffy, why do you even like him? He's this, and this, and Luffy's like, those are all his best qualities. But what the dad saw as weaknesses, Luffy saw as strengths, like caring and all this other stuff. And I was like, man, that really got me. Yeah. So I'm kind of hoping we see something like that here.
That's what I was gonna say about Popp, because like I said before, a lot of times when you're the glue that sticks the group together, people tend to think that they're the ones that are the problem, and like everyone else is kind of like way up there, you're way down here, and you're just kind of like, go team, like the cheerleader,
Yeah.
And you're just kind of there in the way. But in fact, like, if you weren't there, the group wouldn't be what the group is.
For sure.
And that's what I hope that Popp realizes. But it's like, again, I know I'm repeating myself, but that's something that he has to come to conclusion, to himself. He needs to say exactly what he said to Dai to himself. Let's just keep it like that.
Look in the mirror and repeat that speech.
Yeah, he needs to. Yeah. So, hey, Popp, we got you. We got you, bro.
Do you think when he figures that out that he's gonna be able to break this wall that he thinks he's at?
I think so.
Okay.
Because I mean, honestly, I think that's what's keeping him from getting that necklace to glow, and hopefully him becoming, well, he's already useful, but so yeah, absolutely, because like I said, man, it's just a battle it's just an internal battle with everyone at this point, like Murrow, the same thing. She's got to be more vocal, but that probably comes from doubting in herself. That's why she doesn't say it, because she doesn't really believe in herself. And then we see the growth from Nova. He used to be arrogant, now he's it's like everybody's got there's something that they're going through that they just need to talk. Communication is key. So
yeah. And then even going back to, we've seen Leona. I don't know if we've really seen her grow. I guess we have as a leader, because instead of going on with Dai and their party, she decided I need to go back to my country and help take care of things. And even like the queen here is recognizing that Leona's perfect for this role. She's a great leader and she takes charge. And she made the decision to continue going on, and they successfully got the Kaglimmer spell.
Exactly. So exactly, like you said, like if Mam wasn't there, they would not have been able to do the ceremony.
Mam was taking on all of them.
Literally, every single one of them.
That's funny.
And like I said, I don't think they could have used magic there. So, actually, I take that back. They were using magic.
But I don't think the queen, definitely not Merle, I don't think their attack spells are very
powerful. Maybe that's, But anyway, I mean, she was handling all of them. Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, everyone's is just like chess. Everyone's a pawn is even an important piece because it technically can take out the queen.
Yep.
So
and it can become a queen.
And so never. Hopefully, this is a kind of a foreshadow of what's to come against Vern, or for Vern, what Vern has to expect from the heroes, because maybe he's thinking, okay, they're gonna come back and it's gonna be the same story, but he underestimates them and then gets slain or something. So hopefully, and then he doesn't know about Mr. Vern. Hopefully that's my theory about that's true too. But
because there was only so many days, it was like what, less than a week that we're gonna see. That they're gonna.
They're about to execute them.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with that. I don't think it's gonna happen because they part of the gang now, and hey, Ohana means family.
Ohana means family.
Family means no one gets left behind. I don't think it's gonna happen. So, hey, you can hold me to that. I don't care, but I don't think so.
We hold you to a lot of stuff in this show.
Thank y'all for watching and supporting our channel. Don't forget to check out our social media accounts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about this reaction and review.
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Rumble. You can also follow our friends on YouTube as well. Jay Frizzle, Clammy, and Bloxen for gaming, Ritual Item for short films, Org Texawait for sermons, and Thought You Should Know podcast that talks all things mental health.
With that said, I'm Devin.
I'm Noah.
And we'll see y'all next time.